Having trouble sleeping at night? What you probably didn't know is that your screen devices emit a blue light that can affect your sleep when you use them at night. Here's how it works. Exposure to blue light reduces a hormone in your body called melatonin, which tells your body that it's still daytime and that it's not time to prepare for sleep yet. In nature, the morning sun has high concentrations of blue light, which reduce the body's melatonin levels, making you more alert, boosting your mood and energy. As it becomes nighttime, your body prepares to sleep with an increased level of this sleep hormone. For example, parents might tuck their child into bed with a tablet device and tell them to read an ebook before going to sleep. The problem here is that the device has blue light waves that are telling the child that it's time to wake up. The child will stop releasing melatonin because his internal body clock is telling him that the sun is coming up. The child becomes more alert and energized just as he finishes his activity on the device. As he puts it away, he tells his parents that he can't sleep. One large study found that more screen time the kids ages 5 to 18 watched in the last 90 minutes before bedtime, the longer it took to doze off. In that same study, television watching was the most common bedtime activity, which along with screen time on other devices accounted for 30 of the 90-minute pre-sleep period. A large study in the United Kingdom looked at how different screen devices impacted the sleep of 11 to 13-year-olds. The results reported in Sleep Medicine showed that frequent use of all technology types were associated with negative effects on sleep. The biggest problem they found was that frequent users of social networking sites before bedtime reported almost an hour less sleep on school nights and were 3 times more likely to wake up a lot. They also found that frequent television viewers were more than 4 times likely to report a lot of early awakening episodes. Frequent cell phone users were almost twice as likely to report problems getting to sleep, and also that difficulty falling asleep was significantly associated with frequent video gaming, with music listeners demonstrating the greatest effect. Smartphones were an even worse culprit. According to a study by Michigan State University, smartphone usage for business purposes after 9 p.m. cut into sleep and sapped workers' energy the next day. They found that smartphones had a larger negative effect than watching television or using a laptop. What about that ebook reader that parents gave their child to read at night? A study at Harvard in 2015 found that people reading an ebook at night took nearly 10 more minutes to fall asleep, had reduced REM sleep, the phase of sleep that makes you feel more rested, and were less alert the next morning. Even more alarming is the fact that teens are more sensitive to light than adults. Light researcher Mariana Figueroa discovered that even when exposed to just 1/10 as much light as adults, teens suppressed more melatonin, which means that these devices at night impact kids far more than adults. How do we reduce the negative effects of blue light from digital devices? The best way is to put these devices away 90 minutes before bedtime. Dr. Dimitri Christakis is a pediatric professor and expert at helping parents help their kids use media in healthy ways. He says there is growing evidence that media use around sleep time is bad for sleep initiation. He also said that it's not so much about having a bedtime for your children. You have to have a bedtime for their devices. If that's not possible and you find yourself using a device at night, here are 3 other suggestions. First, add a filter to counteract the effects of screen blue light by using a free app such as Efflux that blocks blue light at night but allows it through during the day. Second, put some distance between your eyes and the device. Third, dim your devices by turning the brightness setting down on laptops, tablets, and phones. How about you? Do you like watching TV, playing games, or checking your phones before going to bed? Do you feel tired the next day? Give yourself an energy boost by avoiding electronics at night. How's that?